welcome back to On the Shelf Gaming, the only YouTube show produced exclusively outside of Australia. Eric, how you doing?
Oh, bro, I'm not in Australia right now.
Hell yeah, it's actually in my contract that you can't make me go to Australia ever.
Yeah, it's really going to be inconvenient if I ever build up a large Australian following. So if you're from Australia and you came to us because you're like, man, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
That's my childhood in Australia, probably.
Well, don't expect to ever see us unless you come to America. You ready to play?
Aw, bro, I'm fucking ready to play. God, it's so weird playing Ty again. Because, like, I played... This was my childhood, honestly. I missed all the actual fucking mascots. I got Ty.
Yeah, I got all the actual games.
God, well, and it's so fucking funny to me, too. Because when this game came out, I don't know if you've ever seen any of the marketing for this game. Probably not, because, you know, who would?
Yeah.
But, like, they were so cocky with this game. Because, like, the first advert I ever fucking saw for Ty the Tasmanian Tiger was... it was a hospital waiting room, and it was Sonic the Hedgehog, Spyro the Dragon, Crash Bandicoot, and probably someone else, all like fucking casted up and like suspended in these fucking hospital beds. And then they flinch as Ty walks through the room, and he's twirling his boomerang around, and it's like, God, the balls on that fucking marketing team to go through with that.
Yeah, I mean, sure, it seems silly now, but imagine if it had worked.
Yeah, imagine if Ty the Tasmanian Tiger worked. I mean, they made technically 4 games, so, I mean, it worked at least as far as a 2000s platform can work.
I am Nandu Gilly, the Bunyip Elder.
G'day, mate.
It's time you
thick
knew the
eyebrows.
truth.
He does. I was about to say he doesn't have eyes behind them, but he
Years
does.
ago,
They're just closed.
A great battle was fought over the fate of 5 mystic talismans.
With a mech. What's a mech? Don't worry about it.
They're just really, really big and cool. That sounds like exactly what I want to worry about. No, don't.
Dinosaur ancestors were here first, you stinking furry mammal opportunists.
It's very progressive science for the early 2000s.
And for a cassowary, of all things.
No! You mammals don't deserve to be at the top of the food chain! No!
Oh, I thought that was like literally Ty.
It certainly looked like it. No, they just all look the fucking same. But sorry if that's racist to all of our Tasmanian Tiger viewers. But I calls them like I sees them.
Now to restore the natural order once and for all.
Oh, damn. That one doesn't look like Ty. Sort of.
That's Ty with boobies. Probably because that's his mom.
Oh my head!
Yeah, the two in the front there is Ty's parents.
Ah.
Oh no, they got the fucking macaroni art!
No! And it's destroying the world. Probably shouldn't have done that.
He opened a fucking black hole! I mean, what can you describe that as other than a black hole?
Kind of looks like the Dead Zone.
Yeah, I can
Dragon
see,
Ball?
I can see that. Maybe the Shadow Realm.
That really looks like the Shadow Realm.
Those brave few who challenged Boss Cass were trapped.
So that's what happened to my parents.
Word grows
I was
that
really
Boss
getting
Cass
curious
seeking
about that.
talismans again. He must be stopped.
And here I thought when they said that they were running to get some milk that they just lied to abandon
What he
me.
does.
It's up to me to say.
I mean, they still lied. That was not a grocery store.
You okay?
Maury? Oh, am I glad to see you. Oh, you're never gonna believe what just happened.
Your family got sucked into the dead zone?
Yeah, I've been trying to tell you for years.
Sounds like you've got a fair dinkum adventure ahead of you, mate.
Is dinkum a real word?
I have no idea.
Is that like fake Australian?
I have no idea, quite frankly. There are so many funny words that you say in Australia that I'd believe it if you said this is all legit, but this game is just so not serious.
Rainbow Cliffs, mate. By the way, whenever you see one of these signs, I won't be far away. I've heard that if you press the action button, you can talk to me, whatever that means. Okay, now let's get down to brass tacks.
So I think it's probably safe to say that this game probably was not made in Australia.
Boomerang.
I don't know, actually. I don't know. I don't know what else Chrome Studios has ever done, so.
Let's see.
I don't know if every game they've ever made is Australian.
Chrome Studios. Let's look, because I'm just really... Okay, well, the first thing that pops up is Chrome Shop, women's shoes accessories.
Ah, great.
So that's probably not what I want. Ah, there we go. If I spell Chrome correctly.
Oh, yeah, it's like Krome.
Yeah, then we get... It is Australian.
Okay.
So presumably it's all completely legit. And because Australians would never, ever, ever make up...
Yeah, Australians would never
slang.
make up funny words just for
Yeah.
the sake of making up funny words.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, struth, mate. Am I right?
G'day, Julius.
Good day.
Maybe? Did you just make that one up?
Reroute these wires too. I said g'day, mate. Are you deaf?
Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, I didn't see you there. I was
Probably 'cause I wasn't looking.
Last-minute adjustments.
I was looking at my gobbledygook on the computer.
Must be Ty.
G'day. So, you old coot. What's this contraption do?
Coot's one of those words where it sounds like a
This
slur.
contraption is the key to finding the talismans. Why is this so? It's quite simple, really. It uses an oscillatory microfeeder to scan for trace energy signals that match the unique power matrix of the talismans.
Ah, yes, of course.
Like a big nose that sniffs them out.
It's the Dragon Ball radar.
And
Man, I can't believe everything in Thai is Dragon Ball.
powering the machine.
Thunder eggs. Oh, they're as rare as hen's teeth, mate.
Couldn't you just use batteries?
If only it was that easy.
It is.
You
He just
see,
didn't think of
this
it a bit.
machine doesn't just find where the talismans are, it actually teleports them here.
That doesn't explain why you can't use batteries, though.
And that, my friend.
Well, you see, we couldn't get that Duracell sponsorship, so no batteries here. Thunder eggs.
Thunder eggs.
Hey, I was just wondering that myself.
A reasonable question. I've created these portals to lead Ty to areas rich with them. Of course, they won't just be lying all over the place.
It's not some kind of weird collectathon platformer.
Will have already been found. The trick will be convincing the locals to part with their prized possessions.
Okay, but what else do they
I'm afraid I
do?
can't help you with that. If you're as resourceful as
guess
they
if it's
say,
rare,
Ty,
valuable.
I'm sure you'll think of something.
Maybe.
Righto, Ty.
Then again, maybe they're
There's no
overstating
point
that they're
in
valuable
messing
just because
about.
they're specifically the
We've got to
fucking
find a
power
second
source for this
boomerang.
machine that finds the actual stuff we
See you in
need.
2
Right.
Like, maybe it's more of a situation where it's just like, oh yeah, they're like super common, but like you kind of need to look like what if some dude run up to you and is like, hey, you have a quartz crystal.
Even a koala.
I need it to power my machine. Give it here. And then you're like, fine, but you gotta go collect 50 pies for me.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. It's just kind of like, because it's like in Banjo-Tooie, like everybody's got a fucking jiggy, and nobody can do anything with them except for Banjo, but no one wants to give them up.
Right.
I found you.
Well, I mean, hey, finders keepers, losers weepers. I can respect that. That's the law of the land that I live in, so.
True.
Well, it's
If you were an NPC in a early 2000s collectathon platformer, what would be your quest before you give the hero your fucking apple pie or whatever to collecting?
That's a good question.
I would definitely make them like go get my groceries.
See, I was thinking, like, make me dinner. So you can really tell that you and I, always on the same page.
Absolutely.
Are these the thunder eggs?
No, these are opals.
Oh.
They're the kind of currency. Oh, that's right.
Oh man, this camera is like great.
Yeah.
Like
it's
the best.
It's a little squirrelier than I remember.
Beauty, butler, bonza.
That, see, like right there, that can't be real. You can't tell me that there is a fucking Australian person alive who has ever said the words, Beauty, Butler, Bonza! Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Just yippee?
Yeah.
I reckon those dummies are a complete waste of space.
Just shit on someone's car, that's what I always do.
Was clobbered by a frill and then woke up back on the dunny, which was the best place to be given the surprise I got.
I shit my pants. They beat me to the point of incontinence, Ty.
Ask me, I think it's a
If you ever find one of them,
So
make it painful.
If I have an accident, I'll end up back at one of these.
something like that.
All right.
I love how the game can't even, like, consistently be like, yes, that's what I just told you.
God. Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Set the choppers on you. I reckon.
God, and the crazy part is this game does not have many mechanics.
Get it? Choppers. Bright button. Never mind, Ty. Move on. Have a go at those crates.
This game kind of gives me, in the like character interactions, just a little tiny bit. Fuck you.
He reckons you can use your rams to take
You were saying.
smash things.
It gives me just a little bit of like a Conquer vibe,
And the throw
but like, I mean, without all the horrible, awful things that make it Conquer, obviously.
Right.
But like, it's still just the way they act. And so I'm just like waiting, because of course they're Australians. So I'm just waiting for fucking us to stumble across this fucking bird. And him to be just like, oi, you cunt! hit right bumper to go fuck yourself. Like,
God, do you think at some point cunt was in the script, and then when they got localized everywhere else, they're like, look, we don't say that with quite as much enthusiasm around here.
God, I hope so.
Hey, bro, this one's fucking optional.
What?
What's up?
Oh.
youngers. Have it easy these days. If you want
God, and
to
he's
avoid
old.
your surroundings,
Yeah, couldn't you tell from his weird hexagon glasses?
and you can adjust the camera
I try not to
distance
assume things
by
about
pressing
people.
the camera distance button. In my day, we had to get off our backsides if we wanted to see the world.
Ty is going on an adventure. What more do you want, man?
Although I love how he doesn't pop up to explain what I just picked up. Like the other thing you can collect in a collectathon game, and he's like, it's probably not important.
Yeah, explaining the controls in excruciating detail.
It's true, but I heard about this bloke who found 300 opals, then took them to Julius's open.
Also, I've been collecting these whole fucking time, and now he explains why I'm collecting them. What if I'd run past them and not cared?
Right. Well, and especially because, like, Ty is definitely one of those, like, baby's first video game.
Where you can absolutely expect your player base to kind of just walk past them.
Well, yeah, because, like, sure, you expect everyone to know how to do everything when you, like, make games and you play games all the time.
Right.
But, like, games like this are absolutely the game that, like, if it were fucking 2003 or whatever, and I had a 5-year-old who wanted to start playing games, I'd be like, oh yeah, this seems like a good option if I couldn't afford, like, Mario.
Yeah, like a good game. calm down. I got another thunder ready to get. Ow.
That looked painful. Glad it wasn't me who fell down there. Oh wait, you gotta go talk to him again.
Yeah, bro, he needs to explain to me what I just did. Maury, how did I do that?
You'd give Toothy Malone a run for his money. Remember to
Is that the
press
brother of
right
Post
quickly
Malone?
to string your blocks together.
I believe it's the father.
Ah, understandable. He was always known for his overbite. Yeah, he said Toothy Malone like he was endearing. No, that was basically his personal slur.
Man, that is brutal. And you know, it's funny, because, like, I had really fucked up teeth when I was a kid. But, like, no one ever said anything to me about them. And, I mean, it's not because children aren't cruel and everybody's just wrong.
Right.
It's just because they knew better.
Right.
But... So, like, it's really... I don't know. I live in a world that's, like, vaguely disconnected from reality. Because I'm like, oh, yeah, you know... As a kid, kids weren't that mean, and it's like, no, it's not that they weren't that mean, it's that they weren't that mean to me.
Right.
I'm like fucking Hank from that episode of King of the Hill, where he's talking about, I know how bullies' minds operate, and Bobby's like, did you get bullied? He's like, me? No.
G'day, Julius. Oh, hello, Ty.
Gotta love King of the Hill.
Well, this golden cog
Fucking great.
just might be perfect for my latest
Almost as good as this golden cog.
Cogulacious Boomerangulus Extrapolator.
Right, what's that?
Why, it's a machine that creates experimental techno-rangs. I need golden cogs to build a new one. 15 to be exact. And if you find enough,
God damn.
bring them to my lab in Rainbow Cliffs and I'll build you a new boomerang.
You're on, mate.
As an Australian, I love boomerangs.
Well, actually, they're really good. You can go through the whole game with, like, just the base one and then the extras that you get. Because you get, like, some elemental ones because there's stuff, like, you need them for.
Right.
For, like, later on puzzles, if you want to call them that.
But the ones that he gets are, like, actually good.
Yeah, the ones that he'll make you, like, for the cogs, they're actually fucking good. And make the game even fucking easier than it already is, somehow.
Damn.
Because, yeah, this game is not what I would call challenging. You know me, I'm not a very, let's say, skilled gamer.
Uh-huh.
And even as a child, when I was worse, I found this game very easy. Like, almost
Damn.
annoyingly easy.
That's great, though. Do you think that Australians... Because, for Texans, there's, like...
Julius,
Everyone in Texas has, like, their state-issued gun that were
Right.
required by law to carry at all times.
Right.
Do you think that Australians are annoyed by, like, stereotypes about, like, oh, yeah, every Australian just has a boomerang on them all the time?
I don't know. Every Australian person I've ever met was, like, weirdly enthusiastic about it.
That's fair. Honestly, the only thing, because, well, I don't know how recent it was.
There you go.
I recently met them because I recently started having the opportunity to watch some of our pal, Richie, at twitch.tv/TheLouncingPotato, stream some more, and he's, like, joined up sort of kind of, I think, with a group of cool people, but, like, they're all from Australia. And the only thing, because, like, when you go into, and I don't know if this is, like, a legit Australian thing, or if this is a fake Australian thing that they use just to hassle him specifically. But whenever, like, people show up to his stream, Richie says, bud, a lot. It's like, hey, bud.
Right.
And they take, like, offense to that. And they expect him to, and he says it initially, and then they call him out, and he's like, oh, right, shit. How's it going, cunt? But it's like, is that like an actual, it's like, is butt actually offensive to Australians?
I do, from what I understand, because, you know, they say legend a lot, but you're never supposed to go up to a guy at, like, a bar and say, g'day, legend, because that's you essentially saying, hey, fuck you. Or so I've been told.
Yeah, there's just so many, there's so many things.
Right. Which, I mean, hey, that's cool, in a way, because it's like, it's like a weird cultural disconnect where you wouldn't expect there to be one.
Right. Oh man, we're in first person mode. I think.
We gotta get the boomerang in the stone.
Oh!
Toy, now you're immortal! Nothing could ever harm you!
Believed it if I didn't see it with my own eyes.
A second boomerang! Who would have thought?
Well, there's no time to sit
2 whole boomerangs in the whole of Australia!
boomerang to use. You see, I had a thunder egg I was gonna give you, but a bunch of frills stole it. You'll have to take them all on to get it back.
I think I'll manage.
Thank God I got this second boomerang to use on these guys.
God, you really don't even need to try.
Nah.
Just run around and hit the boomerang button. The fucking boomerangs will do the rest.
Yeah. God damn. Fucking brutal. You just murdered a fucking family. Like, yeah, they took that thunder egg from him. But, like, obviously that's not that bad of a thing because we literally did it to them back.
Right.
The only difference is they took it and let him live.
Right.
A tie head!
Thank God, because I'm gonna die so often.
Kill that crocodile!
I can't, I don't know how to swim yet.
Oh,
We
unfortunate.
haven't gotten to that level.
Oh man, you know what game we should play someday here only on the Shelf Gaming?
What, bro?
Maneater.
Oh, we fucking should. That was actually like really fun. Like I did not expect Maneater to be as fun as it was.
Same.
Well, it looks like today wasn't a complete waste of time.
Hell yeah!
Seem to have learned a thing or two.
Well, you only stopped us 57 times, so we should have.
No fucking kidding.
Thing I could show you, but I don't know if you're ready for it yet.
What if I tell you I've already done it? Like 3 times since I got the ability.
Mate who knows a mate who knows another mate says you can use 2 boomerangs to glide long distance.
I like how the fucking subtitles did not want to keep up with his joke.
Really? You jump, then press and hold jump again to start gliding. Right.
Is that safe?
Safe as houses, mate. See if you can glide across this gap to reach that thunder egg.
I really like the idea that he's just completely fucking making that up and just hoping that that's how it'll work.
Right.
Look at that. Me mate's mate was telling the truth after all. Just as well I didn't call for an ambulance. Well, lad, you made it through with flying colours.
And I only had to stop you 40 times.
Watch will appear near the start.
Okay. What's that for?
The racetrack. You can
Oh, thank
race
God.
to win another thunder egg.
Right. I'll give that a go later.
Well, that's enough gas bagging from me.
Impossible!
To the block.
Oh, don't worry, bro. This was in turn not enough gas bagging from him.
Hell yeah.
We'll see him fucking everywhere. Oh, where's that?
God, can't wait to see him a shit ton more next time on the Shelf Gaming.
Woo!